David Morrell Jr., the current WBA regular light heavyweight champion. Amassing a record of 11 wins and 9 by knockout, the Cuban-born southpaw is currently amongst boxing's newest stars. And with it recently being announced that he will fight unbeaten knockout artist David Benavidez in February of 2025. It's only fitting we take a look back at some of Morrell's fights and see why he is one of boxing's most exciting fighters. June the 4th, 2022. David Morrell would enter the ring against Kelvin Henderson. Having a record of 15-1, Morrell was expected to make easy work of the Texas-born fighter.
The battle-ready challenger, introducing Kelvin Hot Sauce Henderson. The defending WBA super middleweight champion of the world, introducing David Morrell.
David Morrell would begin the fight with aggression, trapping Henderson on the ropes, landing heavy punches early on.
Body shots and the offensive onslaught on Kelvin Henderson, trying to cover up along the ropes.
Henderson needs to stay off the ropes.
It's like Henderson stuck in quicksand. Limited in his offense is Kelvin Henderson as he's been stapled along the ropes by David Morrell.
Henderson would choose to fight going backwards, sitting on the ropes, countering Morrell's offense.
Henderson, get off. Oh, but there's a nice counter right hand over the top, looking to bounce back here against Morrell. Henderson fires back.
Sensing an urgency, Morrell would begin to pick up the pace, bludgeoning Henderson with vicious power punches.
He is getting tattooed on the ropes. Flush shots from Morrell. Referee Pavon looking on. Henderson, will he survive to see the end of round 3? There it is. Perfect move. And there's another beautiful right hook that lands in. Long distance left uppercut. Referee Pavon steps in, waves the fight off. He improves to 7-0 with his 6th knockout win, remaining on the fast track in the 168-pound division.
Morrell would return to the ring 5 months later, this time challenging Aidos Yobosinili. Fighting out of Kazakhstan, he held a record of 16 wins and no losses.
2 unbeaten fighters, David Morrell, 7-0. Aidos Yobosinili, 16-0. All fighting for that WBA regular title.
167.25 pounds for the challenger, Aidos Yerbosinuli. 166.5 pounds for David Morrell Jr. The WBA Super Middleweight Championship of the World, David Morrell Jr. versus Aidos Yerbosinuli. 12 rounds of boxing in a battle of undefeated fighters. It's showtime! Introducing you first, the challenger, joining us from Sharkent, Kazakhstan, Aidos Yerbosinuli. Undefeated and reigning WBA Super Middleweight Champion of the World, David Morrell Jr.
The Kazakh would begin the fight quickly, throwing quick combinations, hoping to keep Morrell on the back foot.
Left hook to the body by Aidos. More offensive, going to the body, coming upstairs. Aidos certainly digging down deep now, still pounding away. Aidos going right back on the attack.
Morrell would fight on the back foot, allowing the Kazakh to fall short of his punches, punishing him with brutal counters.
There's a jab followed by a straight left. Oh my goodness, what a combination there by Morrell. Morrell starting to carve up the face, is demonstrating his accurate punching power.
Bloodied and battered, Aidos would continue to apply pressure, landing combinations and hoping to stop the champion. Morrell would continue to weather the storm, fighting on the inside, countering with explosive punches.
Oh my goodness, what a left backing up Aidos, and now it's becoming a pounding. This one should be over. It is target practice for David Morrell. There's a left and down goes Yerbosinili for the first time in the fight. And now Morrell looking to pick up the pace, and down goes Yerbosinili, and that's it. This one is over. Here is the finish. Look at that right hook banging, his head snapped back off the canvas. David Morrell is a bad, bad man. Morrell gets the finish in grand fashion.
David Morrell entered 2023 looking to continue his epic win streak. He would look to defend his regular WBA title against a last-minute replacement Yamaguchi Falcao.
Here we go with the co-main event of the evening at 12 rounds of boxing for the WBA Super Middleweight Championship of the World. Here is the 2012 Olympic bronze medalist, tonight making his first attempt at a world title, and the WBA number 6 Super Middleweight World Rank contender, introducing Yamaguchi Falcao by way of Santa Clara, Cuba. Here is the undefeated and defending WBA Super Middleweight Champion of the World, David Morrell Jr.
Morrell would start the bout with an aggressive manner, stalking Falcao, hoping to land heavy punches early on.
And he has tasted the power of David Morrell. Falcao going backwards. He's getting hammered in the early going.
Being Morrell wants to finish this. We said, make a statement. There's a right hand.
Trouble. Falcao stumbling.
And he looked to Celestino.
Down goes Falcao. Morrell looking for the finish. David Morrell looking for a big performance here tonight. Looking to make a statement.
Morrell wanted to make a statement. And that's exactly what he's doing.
Down goes Falcao face first. This one is over. A first round knockout for David Morrell Jr. David Morrell Jr. making a statement here tonight in Las Vegas.
Unable to secure a Benavidez fight, Morrell would return in December of 2023, looking to close the year with another spectacular knockout. His opponent would be Sena Agbeko. Having 22 knockouts out of his 28 bouts, the Ghanaian-born fighter was in high hopes, ready to cause the upset.
With the main event of the evening, 12 rounds of boxing for the WBA Super Middleweight Championship of the World. It's showtime! By way of Accra, Ghana, known as the African Assassin, introducing Sena Agbeko. From Santa Clara, Cuba, David Morrell Jr.
Echo, he's not coming in here to be a stepping stone. Morrell is hungry like a wolf to score another highlight reel KO.
As promised, Morrell would start the bout with aggression, stalking Agbeko, landing quick power punches.
Already tasting the jolting power of Morrell.
Agbeko would box on the back foot, countering Morrell's aggression with hard right hands.
And Agbeko coming back with a right hand and another right hand from Agbeko.
A constant back and forward battle. Both fighters would equally trade heavy blows throughout the bout.
Morrell to the body is so good, and then he countered, then he followed it with a left hand.
Under a minute and a half left in the second. Agbeko buckled. Agbeko tasting these nasty shots. The referee has intervened.
I mean, just everything. He's doing a lot of the stuff that we talked about. Just brilliance, beautiful uppercut. Just teeing up on Agbeko. And like you mentioned, the right.
Using the jab to get distance. And one of the things about not every left-hander has a great right hook. David Morrell does, and then this just gets the job done.
With an emphatic second-round knockout, David Morrell Jr. would continue to prove why he is considered a dangerous threat throughout his weight class.